Hi everyone, happy Thursday and happy Halloween. If you're going trick-or-treating, please do be safe. If you're going partying, please do be safe. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Just a few updates today and a nice one from Harry. So let's get straight into it. Today's going to be a pretty quick podcast, just so you know. Just a few updates. So Harry, spotted at the NATO summit, just carrying on and doing the good work. He spoke to the NATO military community at NATO headquarters via video teleconference about the Invictus Games Foundation mission of uplifting wounded, injured, and sick service members and veterans through sport. The NATO headquarters in Berlin, Germany, and an Invictus Games Foundation delegation attended the meeting in person. So Harry was video link and all of the others were in person. A statement said that the group briefed the military committee about Invictus and how it is accelerating its vision. Prince Harry, a former captain in the British Army, launched the Invictus Games as an international adaptive sports tournament for the wounded, injured, and service personnel and veterans as a means for healing in 2014. And a lot of people clocked the picture in the background of Harry and Meghan in the carriage at their wedding. So cute. And yeah, just Harry getting on with his work, getting on with what matters, not in a one-sided battle that some people seem to be in. I was going back and forth with another squaddy on Twitter yesterday, and we were just saying how it seems like William and Kate, I think more so William, because I feel like Kate is almost giving up at this point. I think that William, especially because he's going to be king, and we don't know what the state of the monarchy or the United Kingdom is going to be by the time he's king. He's like in this one-sided battle with Harry and Meghan instead of focusing on his own projects and his own projects that he is doing. Any projects that he is doing, it's just not sticking. People just don't seem to be catching on. And because I think a huge part of it is because it just feels very inauthentic. Hey, Chief Dilly. Great to have you here. Happy Halloween to you, Patricia. Hey, Church Nelly. Hey, Louise. Hey, Gwen. Hey, Mina. Thank you so much for joining. Right, next thing. The autumn budget was made public, and this is basically the government spending. And these are all the front covers for the budget. Very, very mixed reactions. When I look at these covers, I just think to myself, Labour are going to lose absolutely nothing by having a Leveson-2 inquiry. Unless, of course, there's any senior politicians within the party who were also up to no good. But otherwise, I feel like they don't really have anything to lose by having a Leveson-2 inquiry, because this is how the tabloids are behaving. They're trashing them for everything anyway. So what do you have to lose? They're going to trash you anyway. So just pee them off and have the Leveson inquiry. One of the interesting things from the inquiry that caught my eye was housing and homelessness. So these were the figures set out by the government for housing and homelessness. A cause we all know is very close to William's heart now. He's going to end homelessness within the next 5 years, bring peace to the Middle East. He needed to do that yesterday, and save the polar bears from the melting ice caps. So for housing, affordable homes budget increased by $500 million. So based on the figures that we now have about how much the monarchy is costing us, that it would cost the same money for affordable homes. But we're spending $500 million on people who have 30 homes. Social housing providers can increase rents above inflation under a multi-year settlement. Stamp duty, second home surcharge in England and Northern Ireland to rise from 3% to 5%. $5 billion pledged to housing, $230 million allocated to tackle homelessness. Right to buy discounts to be reduced. Dangerous cladding, 1 billion to remove cladding from unsafe homes. This is obviously following the Grenfell inquiry and the cladding that was responsible for the building igniting as fast as it did. But let's focus on the 230 million allocated to tackle homelessness. William is saying that he's going to put 3 million into, 24 homes or something like that. And this was going to make homelessness short and rare, and something that doesn't need to, if you end up homeless, you shouldn't be homeless for a long time, by spending 3 million. The government, by comparison, is spending 230 million. Now, let's just say hypothetically, because obviously solving an issue like homelessness is not just about throwing money at it. There are other varying factors that go into solving these issues. But let's just say hypothetically that 230 million allocated to tackle homelessness does what it was meant to do. And we actually significantly reduce homelessness within the next 5 years. Is William then going to take credit? Because you've got 230 million from the government versus the 3 million that he's saying that he's putting forward to tackle homelessness. And he's going to show people how to prevent homelessness. If this initiative from the government works, is William going to have the audacity to take credit for it? Because really, then it would have been the government to end homelessness, not William and his measly 3 million. And if he did take credit, how are government going to take that? I wouldn't take it. All amounts of audacity. Republic have been protesting today. They've been out and about here in front of Westminster. They were also on the other side. So this is from one side. On the other side is the bridge, Westminster Bridge. They were also on the bridge protesting there. I think they need to change the hashtag to not my king and not my queen. Not my king and not my queen, please, Republic staff. And Graham Smith, who's the CEO of Republic, saying, the important thing is he's leading something. If he doesn't, who will? That was a quote from the Guardian article. Graham Smith saying he's not leading anything of substance, and lots of people lead on this issue and have done for decades. The issue needs political will and money, not royals. And that's exactly what the government has set out in this budget, to the tune of £230 million. Also, I didn't realize this. Scotty actually made a comment about it. They were like, why would they air this in the US? This has got nothing to do with the US. I didn't actually realize that they were airing it on Disney Plus. So I will correct myself to the squaddy who left that comment. I didn't realize that it was going to be on Disney Plus. And could this be the reason why Bob Iger, who's a Disney CEO, was presented with an honorary knighthood in ceremony presided by Prince William? I actually forgot about this. I may have even actually missed this. I'm sure Bob Iger respectfully went and got his knighthood, but he's a very successful CEO, successful American businessman. Would that mean anything to you, really, given everything Bob Iger has achieved in his life? Imagine being David Beckham and seeing Bob Iger get a knighthood before you did, when you've been literally begging for one. Don't worry, David, it's coming. You've done enough handshakes and showing up to all events. It's coming. Right, let's go to your comments. Yes, Truth Dilly, 500 million. Just wow. Like, can you imagine what 500 million would look like in £10 notes in a room? Insane. Gwen, William always buys his way through. Exactly. I mean, I don't have Disney Plus. I don't know what the type of content is on there. Is it very similar to Netflix for those of you who have Disney Plus? Are Disney Plus viewers, is this the type of thing that they would tune into? I feel like there are probably other platforms or TV shows TV stations that are more skewed towards social activism or streaming. So that are more just something that is more skewed towards social activism that maybe this could have been platformed on. But again, I think the whole point of having it on Disney Plus is for a US audience. But this is to do with homelessness in the UK. Could this maybe be actually be a segue for him wanting to then go into tackling homelessness in the US? We'll see if that happens. Prince William tries to fix Skid Row. That'll be something. Himmy fan, you said, I only have Disney Plus for the Star Wars content. Wait, so the British people have to pay to see this? No, I think this is for the US. I think the whole point of having it on Disney Plus was so US viewers could see it. For the UK, it was on last night on ITV. I didn't watch it. Himmy fan, you said William still got low ratings for ITV. I didn't actually check the ratings. I'll double check. Also the Rangers are having a meltdown over somebody else's marriage. This person posting, thank you for the info. I really appreciate it. I am shocked by how sad I am that they are not separated. I was so hoping it was true. I don't know why I am so invested in this. I guess because I want to see their comeuppance, and that's not very nice. If I'm Rupert Murdoch and Jonathan Rothermere, I must be laughing myself to sleep. I mean, call them evil, and they are. But there's a certain level of genius that goes into making people this deranged. Like this is some deep psychological warfare. And these are how the lab rats are behaving. I consider these people lab rats. Because how are you so intensely mad, hoping that somebody else's marriage is breaking down? Like, I'm not up at night hoping that William and Kate divorce. I mean, I'll call it like I see it if I see the signs, and I'm seeing the signs, but I'm not up at night thinking, oh, I hope they divorce. I hope, my biggest hope would be that the institution starts behaving in a more moral way. That's my biggest hope. Of course, it's never going to happen. I hope for the best out of all of this mess. I'm not hoping for the worst for anyone. I'll just call it like I see it. But these people, they've bought into the anti-Harry and Meghan narrative so much. They're so invested in this couple divorcing, this couple going broke. And for what? What is it giving you? You want to see their comeuppance. Are you not embarrassed? This is very embarrassing. Yes, Gwen, these trolls are stuck on stupid. Patricia, you said, I don't have Disney Plus. Not that I would watch it anyway. Fair enough. Yes, Lauren, they are called the Rangers for a reason. Absolutely bonkers. Never seen anything so crazy. Health and Happiness, you said Disney Plus does documentaries from other countries. Most people watch Marvel movies. Okay. Personally, this person is probably divorced and miserable. Probably. I mean, most of the Meghan haters seem to be divorcing or miserable. Viv Dilly, you said there's so much loveliness in those kisses. I love it when you say, are you not embarrassed? Yes, are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing. People who stay up at night grinding their teeth, wishing the worst for Harry and Meghan. Are you not embarrassed? I mean, what you should be focusing on is William's homelessness project. And Kate's big 5 questions to fix babies' brains. That's what you should be focusing on. These people are never focused on their faves. They're always focused on Harry and Meghan, who they say they don't like, but you're obsessed. Honey, you're a fan. Kate was on the cover of US Weekly. Interestingly, Meghan was also on the cover of US Weekly not too long ago. I think that US Weekly is trying to play the fence a little bit. interesting choice of cover. Women are allowed to age. Women are allowed to age. This level of Photoshop, I don't think it's okay. We've had so many conversations, especially with tabloids that are targeted towards women, like US Weekly. Obviously, this is US Weekly's choice to do this, airbrushing. But I just kind of thought we'd move past this. It's okay for women to age. But they did this cover, and it was Kate returning to work. And apparently insiders talking about how she's feeling in her role. I also just saw something recently that said it might be more months until she comes back full time. Now, they said that she would be back Easter of this year, and then they pushed it back even more, and we didn't see her until trooping. And then the only time we've seen her from trooping is, at Wimbledon. And then also this recent appearance at Southport, meeting with the families of the deceased young girls. I don't think that Kate is ever coming back as a full-time working royal. I think they're really going to milk this, and she will never come back as a full-time working royal. Okay, that was all I wanted to say. Like I said, I may or may not do a podcast tomorrow. We'll see how I feel for my birthday. Maybe I just want to chill, or maybe I still might do a little pre-recorded something. But thank you as always, y'all, for supporting. I'm doing another round around the sun, and I'm really grateful to be able to do this, and that I have such an incredible loyal audience that continues to grow, that you show up, we have fun, we laugh, we kiki, and thank you also for your continued support of my book and my writing. I always try to find some ways of pouring some upliftment, as Meghan would, in anything I do. I'm just grateful for you all. All right, we'll end things there. Enjoy the rest of your days, my lovelies, and I will see you maybe tomorrow. Ciao.